Yo guys, what is going on? Welcome back to the FIFA Flow podcast, guys. Today we got a bit of a short episode today, of course. Not a short episode, but in terms of what we're going to be talking about today, guys, short episode. The champions, guys. Today, Champions League football is back, guys. The last official season of the regular Champions League rules as we know it. 32 teams, 8 groups of 4. The last format of the Champions League as we know it. The last season until it changes next season to a 36 team, I believe, or 38 team. Last season of the Champions League, and it has finally begun. The first games of the group stages, guys, and a lot of crazy things going on. So we have a few games to talk about 6 games to talk about. There's some games we're just going to look over the stats and stuff and kind of give a prediction on kind of like what happened, to kind of give my thoughts based off of the stats. And then I want to give a prediction for the next game, how I think, based off of the first game performances, how I think the next matchups will be after seeing how the first game performances have ended. So, yeah, let's just get right into that. A few games to talk about, make some predictions for the second leg of the group stages out of the 6 games, and then ended off, like usual, with some footy knowledge games. So, yeah. Let's get right into it, guys. Actually, before we get into it, guys, I want to give a huge thanks for all the support on the channel. Of course, 50 subscribers. We hit a huge milestone of 150 videos, so thank you so much for the support. And lately, man, 78 viewers, 131 viewers. So I don't know, maybe the shorter podcasts are good. Today, guys, the podcast, it might be a bit longer, up to 30 minutes. But yeah, Champions League football. Let's get it, guys. So what the heck are these games here? Yeah, let's start it off with yesterday's game, starting off with AC Millan versus Newcastle. I mean, what a game, guys. What a game for Millan. And honestly, fair play to Newcastle, man. They did good for their... If I was a Newcastle fan, maybe performance-wise, as a football fan, like watching like PSG, Madrid and stuff, as a football fan, when you analyze teams, Newcastle did not have a good game. But... for the club themselves, for Newcastle, for their first time back into the Champions League after, 26 years now? I think the last time was 1996 or something like that with David Ginola, PSG legend. He was at the club. Alan Shearer was way before, I think. But yeah, last time was it wasn't even in the 21st century, man. It wasn't even in the 21st century the last time Newcastle were in Champions League. As I said, for their standards, it's been 26 years since the club made it to the Champions League. Eddie Howe's first time playing at a competitive level. Apparently, he's never even watched the Champions League, even as a fan when he was younger as well. He's never been to a game. He's never watched it. So that's crazy. And for many of these players as well, it's their first time against top teams like AC Milan. Of course, they're in the Premier League. They're going to be playing teams like Manchester United, Man City, Liverpool, Chelsea, Spurs, Arsenal, and even against playing against top teams in the Premier League, they're doing good. But when it comes to Champions League football, even if it's the same quality type teams, for instance, Liverpool and Milan, they're pretty similar qualities, let's say. It's still a huge different experience. Champions League, these are more important matches than a Premier League game because you only have 6 tries. You only play these teams 2 times, and you need enough points to get out of the group stages, of course. So these matches, there's more intensity, more pressure on these matches. So it's different. Even if it's the same quality team, like in the Premier League, which they are good at, it's still a different scenario because of the pressure on them, the intensity. So for sure, if I was a Newcastle fan, I would be proud of this results. Even in game, they played pretty decent. But as a football fan, when you analyze the team, they did not play good at all. For sure, Milan destroyed Newcastle for sure. I mean, 7 shots and 0 on goal, all 7 saved. We'll talk about the players in a moment. 22 shots, and I mean they were good shots as well. So yeah, Milan were just not in their A game in the attack. They had amazing opportunities to score. Amazing opportunities. They just couldn't finish good enough. Good passing by both teams, of course. They made some really good passing opportunities. I'll show you guys in a moment. And then, yeah, overall, offsides and corners. Overall, a crazy dominant game in the attack for AC Milan. We go ahead, we look at... Oh, my, what is this lineup, man? Let's go. Give me the Google Chrome, man. Champions League table. There we go. There we go. So yeah, we go ahead. We look at the lineups, guys. Giroud, Rafael Leao, Chukwueze. I think the attack for AC Milan was superb, man. Great attack. Rafael Leao it was a bit on a fraud watch, of course. I think he had easy opportunities dribbling. He had some good runs in behind, good crosses as well, both to Giroud and even far box crosses to Samuel Chukwueze from Villarreal. He played in Villarreal last season and in the La Liga. But even other than the runs he made, he had some really good dribbles into the box, and this guy missed the ball, man. He missed the ball. Easy opportunity. Pass 1, pass 2, pass 3, misses the ball. My goodness, bro. What is he doing? What is this guy doing? But I mean, other than that, yeah, Leao, terrible game. In terms of finishing the ball into the back of the net, terrible game. Giroud had a few good opportunities. Chukwueze, he was really good for his seeing him play for AC Milan. I think he was great winger on that right side. Of course, he had some good runs in behind, good cutting inside, trying to find it, trying to get the crosses in. So, I mean, fair play to Chukwueze. I think he was probably the best attacker in this front three for AC Milan. Very good opportunities. And then the midfield for AC Milan was crazy, man. Krunic in that CDM, he had some really good, like the passes they made, the passes he made, the defensive awareness to retrieve the ball, the physicality, the shots he took as well. Brilliance by Krunic. What's his name? Ruben Loftus-Cheek. Is it Ruben? Yeah, Ruben Loftus-Cheek, of course. Great game for him as well. Everyone, of course, coming from Chelsea, everyone expected him at Chelsea back in his Chelsea days when he first got signed. Everyone was saying like, oh, he's gonna be the next best thing, and then he flopped really bad. Not really bad, but he didn't reach his expectations. Comes to AC Milan, and he's a whole different person, man. One of the best midfielders in Serie A this season, from what I've seen. Always involved in this AC Milan, in the attacks, in their goal, not even if they don't score goals, in their goal scoring chances. Like even if he makes a pass and they shoot and they almost score. Even in those chances, it's very important to be involved. And Ruben Loftus-Cheek, man, great player. Defensively, he's great. He has like a physical presence to him as well. And then, as I said, he's fast on the ball. The shots he takes, very powerful as well. He had some really good strikes outside the box. So fair play to him. Yeah, as I said, this guy here, Krunic, man, I have not heard of him at all. But I mean, he's an amazing player for AC Milan. He's another guy who stood out for me in this game for sure. As I said, the passes that he made through, the shots he took, on the ball with the pace, and then even defensively, physically as well. He was amazing, man. Theo Hernandez also good. Yet again, he's a player who always gets involved in the attack, going down as an attacking fullback, and he had a few good opportunities as well, just couldn't finish. Of course, that's not Theo Hernandez's fault that, oh, he didn't score. That should be the attack's fault, because his role is, yes, it's an attacking fullback, and he should have the ability to score when he has the opportunity. But, I mean, you can't say, oh, Theo Hernandez threw. He had like 3 or 4 opportunities out of the 22. He should have scored. You can't say it like that. Like a lot of the high goal scoring opportunities was because of was coming from Krunic, Loftus-Cheek, and the attack, and they just couldn't score. So I think most of the blame has to go on this attack. You can't just say, oh, Theo Hernandez had 3 or 4 shots out of the 22, and he couldn't score. So good for him. He had a pretty good game as well. Good fullback. Defensively, he was great. Tomori was great, and Mike Mignon, great keeper as well. We go into Newcastle's team, as I said. Now, with Newcastle, they played pretty good football, you know, the passing game. I like the way they pass, like a Tiki Taka type style, possession-based game. This back line was amazing. I want to talk about them in a moment. But the problem I saw here with Newcastle, you take a look, they had 6 shots, 1 on target. The problem they had is, I think, what's this guy's name? Jacob Murphy. I know it's Murphy, but I forgot what his name is. I think, yeah, Murphy was good. Gordon was pretty decent. But the problem they had is they were playing too centrally. They wanted to get Isak in behind. They were waiting to get a player in behind, make that run in behind like a false nine, like a number 9, run in behind. And it just couldn't fit. The way that AC Milan played, they were tight. They kind of brought the game into like a tight spaced area, so it was hard for this Newcastle team to get the balls in behind, to get Alexander making that run in behind and then make a through ball in, to get Murphy in behind. Theo Hernandez marking him really, really solidly. Very, very good. So I think that was the problem they had, is they played too much centrally, and with the way that AC Milan played, very, very narrow, very squished and tight together, it was hard for them to make that, find that run in behind, find that space to get in behind. So I think that's the problem Newcastle had. Other than that, they in the midfield they look really, really good. Now with the defense, as I said, when you are taking 22 shots against you, you can either say that you can either say here AC Milan sucks because they had 26 shots and they missed it all, or you can say that Newcastle played bad in defense because they let AC Milan take 26 shots. So there's a few. I'm really 50-50 on this Newcastle team in terms of as I said, when you take a look at a football perspective, I think that Newcastle had a really bad game in defense in terms of letting 26 shots go against them. I think that was pretty terrible. But in terms of the way that Newcastle defended those shots, even though they let those shots go, they let them AC Milan take those shots, they still blocked those shots pretty good. And I think in terms of blocking it defensively, getting back to get the ball, physically, I think they did good. But in terms of letting them take those chances, they didn't do good. So it's very, very 50-50. As I said, in terms of blocking it, they did really, really good defensively. But in terms of, as an overall defender, not the best. Because yes, they defensively, they blocked the shots. Nick Pope, amazing. He had some really, really crucial saves. About half of those shots, a bit under, like a third of the shots that AC Milan took, he saved all of them. So brilliance by him. The rest was from the defenders or just missed the net. So yeah, as I said, it's really 50-50. When you talk about what is considered as a really good defender is both not letting the opponent take a shot, but at the same time blocking the shot if they do pull off to take the shot. So in terms of blocking the shot, they did good. In terms of not letting them pull off the shot, they didn't do good. So very, very 50-50 on that. As I said, at the same time, AC Milan, man, weren't on their A game, so couldn't finish into the back of the net. Overall, great game for both sides here. As I said, in a football perspective, Newcastle were really, really bad. But as a Newcastle team, for their first time after 26 years, Eddie Howe's first time in the Champions League as a manager, of course, and as a fan as well. And a lot of the first time for a lot of these people playing competitive football under a Champions League pressure as well. It's not the same as playing against a big team in the Premier League. I think they did pretty good for a Newcastle side. As a footballing side, not so good. But yeah, that is the first game I wanted to talk about there. Let's go on to more of the important games I want to talk about. I was going to talk about Atletico, Lazio, Barcelona and stuff. We'll get to them later. I want to talk about PSG versus Dortmund, Bayern United, and then we'll kind of review over a few of the other games. PSG, Dortmund, of course. Ici c'est Paris, allez, Paris Saint-Germain. Great game. Kylian Mbappe, Ashraf Hakimi, great game for PSG. Dominating the whole game yet again. Very similar to that Newcastle game where we dominate. We take a lot of shots. 17 shots versus 14. 3 on target versus 1. Look at this possession. 700 passes versus 300. 70% versus 30. Luis Enrique effect, guys. Lucho Taxman. Brilliant player. The way that we play is so much more... It's so much more entertaining. It's so much more fast-paced, tiki-taka movement of the ball. I love it so much. It's not slow, like pass from the back. There's progressiveness in this game in the terms of the passes we made. We make a pass, we don't pass backwards. We pass forwards. We make some progressive passes. Fast-paced football. Tiki-taka, possession-based. And it's just more entertaining than last season under Galtier, man. Galtier. just too slow. We were playing way too slow. We were passing from the back way too often. But with this, we have some progressive passing. Yes, last year under Galtier, we had passing as well. But it's progressive passing, Tiki Taka, kind of confusing, breaking apart the opponents. That's what Tiki Taka is all about. Is breaking apart the opponents. You pass one direction, it drags the player out, and then you quickly pass 1-2's Tiki Taka to lose the opponent. So that's what I love so much about the PSG team we have now under Luis Enrique. Lucho effect, man. The Tiki Taka, the progressive passes. Great game here for Paris Saint-Germain, of course. Let's talk about the team, of course. Donnarumma, great saves he made. Of course, 14 shots that Dortmund took, and none of them went in, of course. Achraf Hakimi, great game. I love Achraf Hakimi so much. He's one of the best right backs in the world. Because of his ability to push forward and attacking fullback. The pace, he has the pace, and even he has the passing ability, and even on the ball. Great player, man. His dribbling is for a fullback. Yes, you can say, and as an attacking fullback, there's also there's other world class attacking fullbacks like João Cancelo, Theo Hernandes, and also Alphonso Davies, but they don't have the same ability in attack that Achraf Hakimi has. They all have the pace. They all have the passing, but in terms of on the ball, maybe João Cancelo is one of the only ones you can compare to. But in terms of a true attacking fullback who doesn't only pass when he gets in attacking opportunities, but can dribble, find his way through the defense, I think Achraf Hakimi is like that. The Davies, he goes up a lot. But he's more of a passing. He goes up, does a cross and stuff, 1-2s type stuff, find a through ball type stuff. He's not much of a dribbling type attacking fullback. With Hakimi, good on the ball. He does some body feints. He's good on the ball. The small touches he takes, the dribbles. He's one of the few attacking fullbacks who are good on the ball, like João Cancelo. Take that as a perfect example, you can say. So, as a fullback defensively, and then also to provide a lot of attacking opportunities or attacking abilities like dribbling on the ball, taking shots on net, the passes he makes. He's one of the few good ones in attack who offer a lot of attacking abilities for sure. So Hakimi, I love him so much. Lucas Hernandez, man. Skriniar, Marquinhos, great center backs. I think Skriniar just a bit too slow, man. Like his reactions, his pace a bit too slow. Lucas Hernandez for 40 million from Bayern Munich. What a signing, man. He's so good on the ball. He's so good defensively. His pace is really good as well. I love Lucas Hernandez. I'm actually worried that if Nuno Mendes comes back, I really love Nuno Mendes as well. I like the attacking fullbacks on this PSG team. If Nuno Mendes comes back, how are we going to sort out this team? We're going to have to drop a midfielder as well. But the midfield is just too good as well, man. Warren Zaire-Emery, Ugarte, Vitinha, amazing midfield here. I want to talk about them in a moment. But Lucas Hernandez, man, great elite center back. The physical, his ability to block, to guard off an opponent, his passing abilities on the ball, one of our best defenders in the back line, who has a good ability on the ball to pass it, to dribble it around, like to quickly move it around, to get out of the area. Amazing by Lucas Hernandez. The midfield, man, Warren Zaire-Emery and Vitinha. Oh my goodness, literally the best midfield you can ask. Warren Zaire-Emery, Ugarte, Vitinha. Ugarte always hungry for the ball. I love him. One of our best midfielders from the past few seasons. And Warren Zaire-Emery, man, and Vitinha. The ability to quickly dribble around is amazing, man. Amazing. The quick 1-2s they have with each other in the midfield here. And then, as I said, their ability on the ball, the dribbling, the small touches, the quick feet dribbling, the feints, everything about them. The pace, they have the pace, the passing, everything about them. Amazing players. Dembele was a bit of a fraud last game. A fraud this game, I mean. He had some good shots, man. He had some good shots. He tried to get those crosses in. But even Colomwani, man, a bit of a fraud. I think Dembele had a better game than Colomwani. Mbappe, always being Mbappe, the pace merchant. I will be honest with you. It did look like in the first half. Yes, in the first half we had 11 shots. But I think it was very hard for us to get the ball into the box or into a good scoring opportunity. It's because of the way that Borussia Dortmund played the 5-back. It was pretty difficult, but eventually we found our way in. Mbappe got a penalty, and great goal with Achraf Hakimi. As I said, good on the ball with Vitinha as well. The 1-2 Vitinha, Hakimi to Vitinha, Vitinha back to Hakimi. Hakimi does a quick short. He does a quick fake shot to the left of the keeper, and then like an outside toe shot type thing to the far post around Kobel. So great goal for Hakimi. Great game for PSG as well. As I said, the passing and then the players as well. Amazing. Lucho, Luis Enrique, tax, guys. So that is that. Let's go ahead talk about Bayern Munich United, guys, and then kind of go ahead and review some of the other shorter games. So Bayern Munich United, amazing game. Not for United, of course. Yes, you can say, the scoreline was 4-3, but that was more towards the end with Casemiro scoring a goal in the 80th minute, and then it was a long shot outside the box by it was Casemiro who gets the header, I think, from a corner by Bruno Fernandes. So don't say that, United did good. They did not do good at all, man. They were getting toyed with the whole game, man. Leroy Sané, bro, Harry Kane, the first goal, absolute bottle by Onana. He gets a hand on it, easily could save that, and then still goes into the net. He's, bro, it was so bad. He gets a hand on it. Can we search it up? Onana block Bayern. Nah, it doesn't even show. Yeah, look here, bro. It goes and it slips out of his hand and it still goes in. Terrible, bro. Terrible goal. Or goalkeeping by Onana. But in terms of the way that the goal built up, great goal by Bayern Munich. A 1-2 Leroy Sané dribbling around Reguilón and Christian Eriksen. Does a 1-2 with Harry Kane. Passes it to Harry Kane. Harry Kane, amazing striker. Not just in terms of his striking ability, even off the ball, he's amazing. His ability, he's a big player. He blocks off Lisandro Martinez, who's behind him, blocks him off, and does like a outside foot shot, outside pass, like a kind of like a tap pass, tries to hit the ball away because he's being pressured on. Back to Leroy Sané, and then Sané with his left foot, powerful strike. And then of course with the Onana incident. And then we have Serge Gnabry. What goal was this one? Serge Gnabry. Don't quite remember this one. There was a handball, I think, on Harry Kane. Or it might have been a foul on Harry Kane. And then Matthias Till, he just gets a chip in behind. He makes a run in behind. They do a chip over the top. And then he just gets a tap into the back of the net. In terms of the way that Bayern played, top football, man. I don't remember quite all of the goals, even for United side, but in terms of the way that Bayern played, they had a lot of goal scoring opportunities, not just the goals they scored, but in terms of how many shots did they have? 19 versus 9 shots on target versus 4. Harry Kane, bro. What a powerful shots that this guy takes, man. He's physical. He can block defenders off to just run through them. Even with him being a physical player, you expect him to not be good on the ball. He's fast, he's physical to block defenders off, to make those runs in behind. But even his footballing, even on the ball, man, this guy is amazing, man. You take an example like Zlatan Ibrahimovic, or even like Erling Haaland. These guys are both physical players, but they're not that good on the ball. With Harry Kane, he's an amazing player on the ball. His dribbling, his passes, his 1-2s. And then, as I said, the shots, man. These are some powerful shots, man. 100 kilometers an hour shot, man. What the heck am I watching? But for me, player of the game here, Jamal Musiala, bro. This guy was playing like a prime Lionel Messi, man. The way this guy moves, he does a feint to the left and continues going forward. Makes a pass to Harry Kane. Or he makes a not just to Harry Kane. Oh yeah, that goal, man. That was the Serge Gnabry goal. He feints to the left, away from Christian Eriksen. He feints, and then he continues making the diagonal run, and then he makes a pass in behind to Serge Gnabry, who has the fast pace. Makes a pass, and then Serge Gnabry first time far post. I think that was the goal, man. But Jamal Musiala on the ball. This guy is doing elasticos. Not elasticos. What's the other one? I forgot, man. I forgot. You know where you go from left to right? Yeah, what is this one? You know where you go from your left to right, bro? I forgot what the... Bro, I forgot. Not the elastico. Elastico is like the boom boom. But what was Nah, I need to search, man. It hurts my names, my brain sometimes. You know. Not a Rabon, Elastico, Cruyff turn. Elastico, yeah, that's the Ronaldinho. No, don't go down there to the ads, man. These ads, man. What the heck? Yeah, I don't remember, but the way that this guy moves, he moves the ball away from the players. The feints that he makes, the small touches, very similar to like the early day Lionel Messi. He's small player. Actually, not Jamal Musiala is not a small player, but in terms of he takes some small touches, gets away by players very easily. The small touches to move the ball, quick feet. Amazing player. The feints that he has as well, left to right, steps to the left and continues going forward. Amazing, man. So for me, Jamal Musiala, great player. United, yeah, they got toyed with, man. Just defense is terrible. Even like you can't just blame it. Oh, Onana had a bad game. Diego Dalot, Lindelof, Reguilón, bro. What are they doing, bro? They're letting in Sané, Gnabry, Kane, easily to get in behind. They're letting Jamal Musiala, Christian Eriksen, and Casemiro just toy with them. Just do feints, quick dribbles around them, and get through, make a pass into Sané. Like, what are these guys doing? They're so lost, man. So, yeah, United, terrible game. But yeah, I think that's going to end it off in terms of what we're going to talk about. Let's go ahead, look at some of the other games. Lazio, Atletico Madrid. Lazio had a great game, of course. Oh, not Lazio. I think I meant Atletico Madrid. They had some very good shots. Yeah, as I said, I didn't watch the game, but when I watched the highlights, it showed more Atletico de Madrid highlights. But my goodness, the way that Atletico Madrid play, man, is so ratty, man. Diego Simeone is so ratty. Literally the whole team, 11 players in defense, bro. So ratty. But the best comeback of all time. Take a look at this. Never mind. Here, bro. Oh my days. Like literally last minute. If the goalkeeper, if Jan Oblak had caught the ball, referee ends it. If it hits the post, if they missed it, if it was a clearance out, the whistle would have ended it. But oh my days, man. Off of a corner. Yeah, I think it was off of the corner. They crossed it in, and then they were asking for a handball, but then they kind of clear it out. They clear it out to like the right here, and then it's one of the Lazio players does a cross in, and honestly, it's for a goalkeeper, man. Great run in behind, and great header as well. He's tall, so he's gonna get his head on that from above to hit it back down into the net. Providel, man, what a goal, man, what a goal. And man, they deserve it. Atletico Madrid deserve it, man. When you take a look at the stats as well, 19 shots versus 9, 7 versus 4. With the way that Atletico Madrid play, the 5 back, Even with the goal they scored, it wasn't even that good, man. It rebounded off of one of the players and then went the opposite direction that Providel was diving. So I was very happy. I didn't even know. I was like, oh, nice. Atletico drew. The Rats, they deserve it. And then when I saw they conceded a last minute to the goalkeeper headering it, I was like, oh my, this is made my day, bro. So amazing there. Just wanted to note that. Barcelona versus Antwerp, amazing game for Barcelona, man. João Felix, man, what a player João Felix is. Robert Lewandowski, he's getting back there to his striker, the scoring goals, man. He's showing up for once. He's not ghosting. So fair play to Lewandowski. But yeah, João Felix, man, this guy, the runs he makes from behind, his ability on the ball, passing it into the back of the net. I think he had the assist for Robert Lewandowski, if I'm not mistaken. But yeah, man, brilliant goal by João Felix. He had 2 goals. The first one, what was the first one? Yeah, just the way that João Felix. I just want to talk about him on the ball. I don't really remember the goals, but just the way that Barcelona played when I was watching the highlights is so good with Gavi, Ilkay Gundogan, Frenkie de Jong. And then Balde and João Cancelo, they offer so much in the attack as well. The runs they make in behind. And Balde, great on the ball. As I said, João Felix, Gavi, the 1-2 plays. This is what entertaining football. Like PSG, Luis Enrique, Lucho attacks, man. So, Xavi, man. Such a good manager for Barcelona. He's brought back the prime Barcelona that we all want. The Tiki Taka, pass and go football. Finding the options, progressive passing. So, yeah, I just want to note that. Brilliant player João Felix is. And then, yeah, let's just end it off with the Arsenal Actually, do we want to talk about this? I don't really remember much of the game. But, yeah, I think we're just going to end it there. Nothing much to really talk about. Otherwise, it's going to be too long. And as I said, there's no ways I'm supposed to remember all these games. Maybe, like, if I did one podcast on the games we had yesterday and then one on the games we had today, but 16 games to talk about today is quite a lot. So, yeah, I can't remember all of them. With school going on as well, it's hard to remember all these games. So, yeah, that is that. We take a look at the next upcoming matches and make some predictions based off of the first leg games. Union Berlin versus Braga. I mean, yeah, Braga just lost to they lost to Napoli 2-1, I believe, and then Union Berlin. Yeah, they played really ratty against like Madrid. Really kind of like hold the ball back, kind of like the way they played 5-back type. Yeah, very similar to the way that Dortmund played. Just everyone like stay back type stuff. We take a look at Braga. How did they play? Played pretty decently against Napoli. I'd probably say Braga to win that. RB Salzburg versus Real Sociedad. Probably Salzburg. They beat Benfica. Benfica going in as kind of the team who had the higher chances to win, and then they ended up losing. But at the same time, Inter coming out of that 5-1 win against in the Millan derby this past weekend. We didn't talk about that, but I just wanted to mention that. Great game. Coming out of that, and then they go ahead and they draw to Real Sociedad, who are pretty bottom in the league. They're 11th mid-table in the La Liga, if I'm not mistaken. I mean, that's pretty bad from Inter Milan. How did they play in terms of stats? Damn, yeah, Inter didn't have a good game one bit. Yeah, I'll probably go to say maybe like a draw. Like that one, like I can't really tell on that one. Inter Benfica, I'm gonna go Inter for sure. PSV Sevilla, I did not watch the Sevilla game. This was a very close game for sure, because I know as an avid Ligue 1 fan, Lens, man, a great team. And even Sevilla, like they're also a great team. They always aim for Europa League merchants. They're not doing the best in La Liga either. Even last season, they didn't have a good start. But with Sergio Ramos back into the club, he's going to offer a lot. He's going to offer a lot in that defense. So who was this in the second matchup? PSV Sevilla. I'm going to go Sevilla to win this. Maybe a draw, but yeah, I'll probably go Sevilla. Copenhagen Bayern, easily Bayern. United Galatasaray. I mean, you could say United here, man, but Galatasaray, they were losing 2-0 in the first half, made it come back 2-2 against Copenhagen. But with the way that United play as well, man, terrible. So you never know, bro. But I think we're still going to go United here. Napoli-Madrid should be a really good game. I'm going to go Madrid here still, though. Wait, do they have Osimhen? I don't know if they have Osimhen. Yeah, he's there. Kvaratskhelia, Politanos. Yeah, I don't know. Could be a pretty interesting game. I think Madrid are going to win, though, for sure. Lens, Arsenal. I think Arsenal win. Atletico Feyenoord. Probably Atletico. But they drew Lazio like that as well from a goalkeeper header in the last minute. And Feyenoord are a good team. I think they won 2-0. Yeah, they won 2-0 against Celtic. So, I'll probably say Atletico still. But I won't be like, maybe like a 2-1 type of thing. I think both teams will score eventually still. Antwerp, Shakhtar Donetsk. I think Shakhtar easily win this. Young Boys, Red Star Belgrade. I'm not going to predict that. Newcastle or Dortmund, Milan. I think Milan win this. Easily the dominant team here. Newcastle, PSG. A bit of bias here, but probably PSG. And with the way that Newcastle play, not just because of my PSG biasness, but also just in terms of who's the better team here. And from the first performances, I'm going to say PSG. Leipzig City, of course. Of course, last season we had 7-0. Was it 7-0 in the round of 16? Porto, Barcelona. Probably Barcelona to win this, but I think both teams will still score. Porto will make it challenging for Barcelona. And then Celtic, Lazio. I think Lazio win this. So, yeah, amazing, crazy stuff going on in the first leg. So, yeah, that is that. Let's end it off with some football knowledge. Starting off with some tic-tac-toe here, like complete the grid. AC Milan World Cup top scorer. What the heck? Oh no. Let's start off here. Inter Milan Ajax. We're gonna go with Dennis. Bro, how do you spell this guy's name, man? Bergkamp. Oh, there's 2 N's. Arsenal Ajax. Yeah, that also works. So I'll keep that, I guess. You can also say just Timber. Jurien Timber. Inter Uruguay. Arsenal Uruguay. Bro, he's a CDM, man. He's a CDM. He used to play for Arsenal, man. I guess it starts with the L. I think his name starts with L. Labol something. Inter World. Oh my, this World Cup top goal scorer is gonna kill me here. But this one here is, of course, easy for Inter. Oh, Ronaldo also. Okay, if you guys don't know, El Fenomeno Ronaldo, the Brazilian Ronaldo, top goal scorer of the World Cup. I believe 02 or I think 02. In the 2002 World Cup. But he actually played for both Inter and AC Milan. So there you go. Before it auto did it for me, I knew both of them. So that one counts. Arsenal World Cup top goal scorer. What in the world? Would this be like a Bergkamp? No, it wouldn't be Bergkamp. It would auto-filled for me. Arsenal top goal scorer. Milan and... Oh, this is Uruguay, man. Milan Ajax. Okay. Ruud Gullit did not play for Ajax, but I think Van Basten played for Ajax. So yes, it works. Yeah, I remember going to the I was in Europe this past summer. I went to Netherlands as well. I went to the Johan Cruyff Ajax Arena, so of course I remember seeing Van Basten there. Arsenal World Cup top goal scorer, and then the Uruguays, man. These are gonna kill me. Uruguay Inter. Tevez, bro. Did Tevez play for Inter? He played for United. He played for Atletico, I think. Let's try Tevez. Did he play for Inter? He did not. And then Arsenal top goal scorer, bro. What in the world? Thierry Henry. But I don't know. Did Henry get a top scorer in 98? Probably not. I just had to try. For AC Milan. Let's take a look here. Yeah, I'm not guessing any of these guys. Unless they're from the streets and I don't know about them. For Inter Milan. Uruguayan players for Inter Milan. Who is there? Yeah, no ways I'm guessing this. Oh, Godin, bro. Godin, man. I'm pretty sure it's pretty recent as well. I was thinking of like a center back. Diego Forlan, bro. Forlan also played for Inter. Why was I thinking Tevez, bro? Tevez is not even Uruguayan, bro. He's Argentinian, man. I think I got it confused. Like, oh, he played for United and Atletico Madrid. Bro, my goodness. If you take a look at Tevez, he didn't even... Bro, man, what am I thinking, bro? I think I got Tevez confused with Diego Forlan. Who did Tevez play for? Did he even play for... And yeah, Diego Forlan would have... No, he didn't play for Arsenal. What am I thinking? And Uruguayan players for Arsenal. This one is a CDM, I believe. I remember there's a midfielder guy who played for Uruguay. I think he's still at the club as well. It's like he's not a starter, but... Yeah, Torreya, man. Torreya, this guy here. And now he's at Atletico de Madrid. So, yeah, unlucky there. I knew there was a midfielder guy who was Uruguayan, pretty recent. And then, yeah, Tevez and Forlan, I got confused. So that is that. This one here is a bit interesting. It gives you a name of a player, and you have to guess, like, or kind of know like where they played for before, what country they're from. So, let's start it off with Romeo Lavia. Sounds like a Colombian name. Gregor Kobel plays for Dortmund, of course. Jack Grealish, Man City. Alexis Sanchez, Chile. Bruno Fernandes. Not Porto. Was he Porto? Yeah, it wasn't Porto. Wilfred Zaha for... No, Everton, bro. I swear he played for Everton. Guess not. Martin Skrittel. What is this? This sounds like an Austrian name. Sadio Mane, Champions League winner. Ruben Neves with Porto. Mario Götze with... Shoot, he didn't play. Oh, World Cup. I could have done World Cup, bro. So dumb. Szoboszlai for RB Leipzig. Colwill for Everton. Sounds like an Everton type player name. Nicolas Schule with... Oh, he didn't win the World Cup. What? Bergwijn with Spurs. Edward Mendy with... I think he's in the league, but I think I feel like he played for PSV for some reason. Could have done World Cup winner yet again. Ciro Immobile. I think he played at Dortmund, not Leverkusen or anything, so I can't even choose that. What does it play wild card? I don't know what that is. Dimitri Payet. I don't think he was in the World Cup squad, but I mean we'll try. Shaka, Switzerland. Kyle Walker. He has nothing. Leon Bailey. Leverkusen, I believe. Don't know who this guy is. Is he Austrian? Arnautovic, Austrian. Van Nistelrooy, PSV. Rickarlison, Everton. Smith Rowe, nothing. Koulibaly, Senegal. Luis Diaz, Colombian. Heung-min Son, nothing. Van de Ven. Cuadrado. Disasi, bro. Oh my, come on, man. I had a few chances of getting the World Cup winner, and then who could have been a Spanish top division winner, bro? Is there like a player I don't know who played, like I missed, that could have won the La Liga? Anyways, unlucky there. And then going back to this game where it gives you two players in stat. Let's do hard again. Shoot, we might be screwed here. Okay, Heung-min Son, an attacker. He's probably going to have more passes. As a midfielder, probably fouls made. Yeah. Timo Werner, fouls made, goals. No ways. Yeah, surely Heung-min Son has more goals than Timo Werner, bro. I don't know if it's this season. It could be this season, though. Timo Werner versus Longle. I think passes for Werner. He's a. Oh my, what? Probably fouls made. Yeah, if he's more of a defender, Alphonso Davies not that much of a foul type player. Not passes. What is dispossessed, man? We have to put the S word, guys. Soccer, man. Being tackled. Okay. I think passes. Yeah, that was pretty risky though. Both of them are attacking players, so I think it was close on the passes. Tammy Abraham probably crosses here. Yeah, of course Rafinha, left wing merchant or right wing for Barcelona. He's always gonna have that crossing play style. Tammy Abraham and Koke probably goals here. Kim Min Jae and then yeah probably passes. Oh my, what? Come on, really, man? Unlucky. But let's try one more. Let's try missing 11. If it's easy though. 2007 Arsenal against PSV. Bro, no worries. Arsenal 2007, bro. Who's playing Arsenal in 2007? 8 and bro. Yeah, no, negative ball knowledge. Let's get out of here. Maybe let's check. Is there anything else? Super draft. Let's just try a draft for fun with chemistry as well. So let's see how much chemistry can we get. So starting off with the Sevilla player. Let's go. I think Ramos will have the easiest links. Spanish La Liga Sevilla. Liverpool will go with Thiago to get those Spanish links, of course. AC Milan will go with I think over here AC Milan we go like with a Giroud type thing. But we also want to make the best team. Do we want to make the best team or the team who has the most chemistry? I think let's just go with Giroud. Argentina, we're going to go with Acuna. Give those Sevilla links over here. Brazil, we'll go with Fabinho to give those shoot, Fabinho's in it's not even, yeah, we'll go with Alisson. He's in Fabinho went to Al Etifique, whatever, the team that Benzema is on in the Saudi League. Real Madrid. Eder Militao for the Brazilian links. And also La Liga. Arsenal player, we'll go with who's like an Arsenal with good links? Can I put Gabriel Jesus at like a cam? Yeah, I can. Spanish players, we'll go with Carvajal. Italian players, we'll go with yeah, we're gonna need a link here. Can we go Florenzi, man? Yes, we can. English, we could go with the Bukayo Saka. And then a La Liga player. That's just no La Liga player, man. What am I thinking? Vinicius Jr. I think that's. Yeah, that's good enough. But yeah, how much chem did we add? Yeah, we just needed like the La Liga chem. And then Saka, yeah, good enough. But any more games to show our elite ball knowledge? Yeah, I think we're gonna end it off there. If you guys enjoyed it, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and hit that bell. But yeah, next episode. Oh yeah, we have some crazy games this weekend, man. So maybe next episode we'll do on Monday. Maybe on Monday we'll do another episode, talk about the big games this week. Oh yeah, actually no, maybe not even Monday. Maybe like next week, midweek, like Tuesday or Wednesday, because no Champions League either next week, so we don't have to wait like after the Champions League to talk about it or stuff, or we don't have to rush it and do it before the Champions League. So I think next week, midday or midweek, like a Tuesday or Wednesday type of thing, we'll do the next episode. So yeah, stay tuned. If you guys enjoyed it, hit that like button, hit the subscribe button, and hit that bell. As I said, 50 subscribers, 150 videos now on the football podcast. So thank you so much for the support. If you guys enjoyed it, hit that like button, hit the subscribe button, hit that bell to not miss out on any more videos. Make sure to check the Instagram so you guys know when I'll be uploading some podcasts, both personal and podcast Instagram down below. For now, stay positive, stay flow, stay safe, stay happy, and I'll see you later. Peace. Au revoir.